Wes is. If I hit the right button, this is going to be an informative video, but I'm going to do the, what do you call it, where you start the video, the prelude or whatever, introduction, whatever. Central heating and air conditioning, or refrigerated heating and air conditioning at the very least, has been around for quite a few years. It's a basic, simple process that can be achieved with different chemicals and pressures and yada yada yada. You can actually make coal with fire, but that's not what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about basic maintenance and red flag stuff. There are some red flags that people need to be aware of that evidently are not explained well. The point of installation or the point of moving or whatever. There are some pretty basic stuff. Now, one of the byproducts of refrigerated air conditioning is condensation. Your evaporator, which is the thing that removes the heat from the house, actually lets you feel cool air coming out of the vents, draws the moisture out of the air. Now, this moisture just doesn't magically go away. This moisture is delivered away from the unit by plumbing. And if the plumbing gets stopped up, which plumbing is prone to do, I mean, it doesn't have a lot of water, it's just a little water. And it's water that has a lot of air flowing over it. So the chances of it attracting a spore or a piece of bacteria or something is relatively high. So there's some things you need to be aware of and do and watch for. And that's what this video is going to be about. I will show you more in just a second when I get to the equipment. Okay, y'all have to deal with a barking dog just like me. This is rather unscripted. Okay. If I can get this in frame here. Hold on. Alright, these are the drains. This is your primary. Notice it has a P trap. This takes the water out of the house. This is an emergency drain, an overflow. It drains into this metal pan. That metal pan's never supposed to see water. The metal pan has been standing in water for some time. 4 years to be exact. If you don't know where your emergency drain dumps at, most of your residential emergency drains are going to dump one of two places. They're going to drain into your garage directly over the driver's window of the vehicle, approximately. That's where they aim for. That way when you go out to get in your car and leave and there's water on your window, you know something's wrong. You can call a tech right away. The other one is they cause it to drain into your bathtub. If you don't have a garage, then they'll They'll literally put a hole in your ceiling and have a pipe going into the bathtub. If there's water dripping from your ceiling into your bathtub, you have a problem and you need to call the tech straight away. If for whatever reason you have a technician show up and they say something like, "That's normal," fire that technician immediately. Call another one. This unit, this is the air handler. Right here. This is the air handler. Inside here is the evaporator coil. It makes water. If you've got a unit, even the ones in your house, they'll have an emergency drip or whatever going somewhere to let you know that something's wrong. Usually it runs out in your floor. But yeah, the water should never, it'll either come out where, sometimes they dump it into the flower bed, sometimes they dump it, there's no telling where your condensate line is going to come up at. General new construction, especially, you put a P-trap on it and you put it into a vent pipe in the attic or somewhere, and it gets rid of the water and you don't have to deal with it. But water coming out anywhere but where it's supposed to is a problem. And it can lead to a lot more property damage than what you'd spend calling a technician to get it fixed. This, another couple of weeks or whatever, this would cost an entire ceiling in the house. It would cost thousands of dollars to repair instead of a couple hundred.